Mr. Ntunsi Madia, Deputy Director General from Department of Transport, Ms. Sibiso Tawona Mishloan. I just saw her here, but my apologies if I misspelled the surname. Mr. Metse from Department of Transport and our national focal point here. I can see C4 here from IMO Alternative Permanent Rep of South Africa. Good to see you. Mr. Tobago Majafi, the National Project Coordinator, Captain Ravi Naikar. I can see Ravi here from the Green Voyage team of Africa. And speakers, we have some speakers here, colleagues of IMO who are joining us from London and also from Norway. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me to be here today morning for this important launch of the low and zero carbon pilot projects in South Africa, and jointly organized by the South African Department of Transport, SAMSA, and IMO under the framework of the IMO Norway Green Voyage project. There can be no doubt that shipping is in a transformative phase, and I'm sure you're all aware of that. Confronting climate change and decarbonizing shipping are the key themes of our time. If you look into IMO's discussion, this takes most of our discussions in IMO. Just over 10 years ago, IMO adopted in July 2011 the first set of mandatory measures to improve the energy efficiency of the new build ships. Then the pace of work to address this GHG emission from shipping has continued more recently within the framework of the IMO initial strategy for reducing GHG emission from shipping. Decarbonizing the maritime sector will involve new ship designs, new way of ship operations, and of course, new and future alternative fuels. There need to be investment in R&D, infrastructure, and most importantly, and that's very important point, nobody should be left behind in this journey because we want everybody together in this. So IMO's Green Voyage 2050 is therefore actually building partnerships between public and private sectors in both the shipping industry and the ports, private and development banks and academia, and of course with the great involvement and support from the public sector and ministry, all with the view to catalyze the implementation of the pilot demonstration projects for low and zero carbon shipping and increase the sharing of this experience coming out of these pilot projects and best practices in the sector, so not just the one country demonstrating benefits, but everybody else benefits from this experience. And one of the main objectives of this Green Voyage 2050 project, which I'm sure Astor will tell you more about what it is to demonstrate feasible technology solutions. And this event today marks the beginning of this voyage in South Africa. I'm extremely pleased to note that so many stakeholders from the public and private sector are joining us for this event today. And I'm grateful that we will today also be hearing from two ongoing green projects in South Africa, namely the Tug Greening Project and the Transit National Port Authority's efforts toward decarbonization. I am also very keen to listen to what is being presented here. And of course, this is a new and exciting era for IMO's technical cooperation work, and is very much in line with our vision of leaving no one behind in zero low carbon technology development, demonstration, uptake. If you're familiar with IMO's traditional technical cooperation program, you would see a lot of workshops, training program, and this has been the way that we were doing technical cooperation from IMO. But this is a new step for us, getting into development and demonstration of technologies and infrastructure that the countries would definitely need in implementing the regulations. So in a way, so we are joining South Africa, where South Africa will be seen as a champion in taking the first step, together with IMO to demonstrate technologies. We have done that in India. A few months back, they have actually zoomed into pilot demonstration projects. Now we are here in South Africa, hoping South Africa will also identify the pilot demonstration. So if at all anything that comes out of this meeting, if it is your consensus on what we need to focus, if it is a demonstration project, what we need to do, that would be the best outcome of this meeting. It is particularly fitting that this launch here in South Africa is taking in the margins of the World Maritime Day panel event. The new theme for 2022 is the new technologies for greener shipping, which reflects the need to support green transition of the maritime sector into a sustainable future while leaving none behind. So it's extremely timely. We are doing it in the sites of the World Maritime Day panel event, which South Africa is hosting here. And we have all the confidence that we will make this journey together, IMO and South Africa, because we came to South Africa almost 20 years back with our ballast water challenge. And South Africa was one of the 6 lead champion countries in the world who actually facilitated the discussion in IMO on the regulatory side and also progress on the ratification of the convention and taking the necessary measures, including development of technologies, homegrown technologies from South Africa. We then moved on to Glow Meat project, where you have made significant progress on the policy and legal framework to domesticate MARPOL. And I just heard from the Deputy Director General, we are very happy to hear it is in the Parliament and hopefully will be approved very soon. So, we have the full confidence that South Africa will also make this a success and be one of the first countries to demonstrate technology solution for decarbonization along with IMO. So let me conclude by thanking the government of Norway for supporting this flagship project of IMO in maritime decarbonization. Green Voyage 2050 is IMO's flagship project in this area. Green Shipping Program of Norway, we also thank them who are supporting the Green Voyage 2050 partnering countries in the pilot project work. I'm excited the colleagues from GSP are here and will share the experience in the afternoon through online in implementing the pilots and support us in the brainstorming for the potential pilot project in South Africa. They bring a lot of expertise and know-how and experience from demonstrating technology solutions. And I would like to thank and congratulate the government of South Africa for taking active lead in this transformational climate change related project in the maritime sector. In particular, obviously, I would like to thank Mr. Ntunsi Madia, the Director General, for your leadership and for being here and for supporting this project. And Ms. Sipiso Chawana Meshlon, I think she's probably quite busy with the other big event. Obviously a focal point, Mr. Metse, who has been, and his entire team, Metse, you have been doing a fantastic work in supporting Astrid and team of IMO. Also Mr. Tobago Mojavi, who is the National Project Coordinator, and also Captain Ravi, who is actually taking a very active supporting role for making sure things are happening here. But finally, all of you are going to make the difference. You are the champions. The people around this table are the stakeholders in South Africa who can make this happen. And we can only talk about these things and on papers and stuff like that, but what makes the difference is your individual commitment and your championing and to make South Africa shine in implementing a pilot project that we can then showcase to the world, yes, we can do it. So thank you so much for sparing your time to discuss and contribute to these discussions. So thank you very much. And I'm genuinely excited by this development. I'm very much hoping you are too. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and look forward to the discussions. Thank you.